that's steadily growing, but is not keeping pace with demand. The U.S. has planted an average of over 2 million acres of canola per year over the last 5 years. In 2022, the U.S. produced a record 3.8 billion pounds of canola seed, but this will only supply roughly 27% of expected U.S. canola oil and meal consumption. While the Northern Plains accounts for the majority of U.S. canola production, production has been increasing in the Pacific Northwest, and winter canola has been successfully introduced in the Southern Great Plains and the Southeast. In the Southeast specifically, the winter canola acreage supports double cropping of soybeans and other spring-seeded crops. Recently, several processors and seed companies have announced investments that could spur significant expansion of canola production. These investments are driven largely by the potential for winter and double cropping canola that results in more vegetable oil and protein meal from the same acreage. In my region, we can produce 3 crops in 2 years or 5 crops in 4 years on our existing acreage. Our farm has experienced an 8 to 10% yield increase in our double crop soybeans following winter canola versus following wheat. Like many other row crop producers, canola growers rely on the federal crop insurance program. In December, our farm experienced unusual 8-degree temperatures with 20 to 30 mile per hour winds that killed our canola crop. Luckily, we had federal crop insurance that helped us cover planting and fertilizer costs. Policymakers should look to strengthen and expand crop insurance, encourage broader participation among producers of all commodities, and expand coverage to provide more protection for farms. USCA also supports the continuation of ARC and PLC programs with support payments tied to historical crop basis. We have strongly supported tying Title I program payments to a farm's crop acreage basis rather than to the crops planted in the current year. Tying payments to crops planted in the current year led to major production and price distortions in the 80s and early 90s, as farmers made their planting decisions based on higher government payments for crops with higher supports.